Shalom, everyone. Bruchim habayim, welcome. Many musicians can close their eyes, recall a powerful moment, and feel that experience wash over them again. A space and time where they felt the true essence of a musical piece, a single chord, a beautiful note, a powerful rhythm, all stirring the vibrations within. That same feeling wells up in all of us, musician or not. And it grows so strong that it needs to escape. Sometimes we let out a still small voice, like the one that Elijah heard on Har Carmel. And sometimes it's like the roar of a lion. Whether reserved or great, that feeling must find its way into the world. As we are witnesses to awe, it's as if we need to join in the universal song, a song of praise. A song recognizing holy moments, Shehecheyanu. Because these moments, they deserve songs. They warrant lyrics and sounds that recognize their importance. And those melodies, those lyrics, whether about life, memory, passion, care, hurt, celebration, or love. They are an audible outward expression of what we feel within. At times we express through prayer. At other times through wordless melodies. And at other times it's through music. And we can affirm those emotions. We participate and it elevates us higher and higher. As we learn from our tradition to sing with ruach, with spirit, is a very holy act. It elevates us to be like angels. For you see, at the Sea of Reeds, as the Israelites were passing through, escaping from Pharaoh and his armies. They had not yet reached the other side, and the angels were already ready to sing. And God stopped them and said, No. The Israelites, the people, they must sing first. Az Yashir Moshe. And then Moses and the people sang. Henry Wordsworth Longfellow so beautifully proposed, God sent singers upon the earth with songs of sadness and mirth, that they may touch the hearts of all and bring them back to heaven again. This evening, we'll explore music that we adore and hold close, beautifully shared by these outstanding cantors, singers, songwriters, musicians, and most especially, Cantor Roytman. Perhaps we can allow this moment to help bring our hearts back to heaven again. Many argue that music is built into the figurative DNA of the Jewish people. Maybe it's the prayers we sing like a choir of voices, the importance of melodies in our celebrations and our tefillot, our prayers. Or perhaps music has always been a part of our tradition, beginning with the Song of the Sea. Teaching messages of love, care, kindness, and connection, this evening we can elevate ourselves, perhaps in a still small voice, or like the roar of a lion. But in either voice, b'chagiga, in celebration of Cantor Roytman and our community, b'yididut, in friendship, and b'kehila, in sacred companionship. Let's join together so we can be lifted higher and higher and bring our hearts back to heaven again. Shalom.
I know which music stand is mine because it has the Havdalah drippings on it. So I just want to make sure I have the right one. We're here to have some fun tonight and to enjoy ourselves. Being here to honor Cantor Roytman is truly, truly an obligation. We are actually here to roast and to toast our dear friend. Cantors have a split personality, let's put it that way. We're creative, we're spiritual, we're scholarly, but most often we're trying to have fun in the life that we've been blessed with through music, through camaraderie, through sharing in the lives of the people that we've come to love in our own congregations. So my role as MC tonight is to be a little bit teasing, a little sarcastic, poke a little bit of fun. I don't mean to hurt anybody, it's just all honest things that I'll be saying about them. Our first performer to honor Cantor Roytman is Cantor Andrea Markowicz, senior cantor at Shalom. Her talent immeasurable, her smile dazzling, her taste in friends questionable. But we'll hear more from her as well as a beautiful first song. Andrea.
My dear friend, where are you, Cantor Pavel Roytman? Where are you sitting?
Right here.
Oh, good. Thank you. Okay. My dear friend, Cantor Pavel Roytman, I really am so honored to be here tonight to celebrate you and this important milestone within the life of Congregation Beth Hillel Bnai Emunah. When thinking about you as the kind, caring, giving, and thoughtful person you are, someone who is very hardworking, talented, creative, and multifaceted, who has continually followed his heart and passions throughout his life, from childhood all the way through to today. This composition by Cantor Jonathan Commissar, pulling from and lifting off of Psalm 118, immediately came to the forefront. As our friend Jonathan writes, everyone is a gift, everyone is a blessing, everyone is a river that travels its course. Pavel, this is you. You are a gift, and you are a blessing. And throughout your journey, you have followed the music inside you that we all know will continue to be written for many, many years to come. Ze hayom asa Adonai nagila v'nismecha bo. This is the day that God has made. We rejoice and celebrate. Mazel tov.
Everyone is a gift. Everyone is a journey. Everyone is a river that travels its course. Everyone is a song, always be At times we awaken and sing to the source. In life there are gates, the gates of our childhood, the gates of the heart, the gates of our knowing when to arrive and how to depart. Pitchuli Sharei Tzedek Avovam Odeya. Pitchuli Sharei Tzedek Avovam Odeya. Open the gates we must walk through that lead us to why we are here. Teach us and guide us and move us and shake us. Remind us your presence is near. Pitchuli, open the gates. Pitchuli. Everyone has a fear. Everyone looks for courage. Everyone has a glimpse of their truth now and then. Everyone has a hope, a voice that stirs within us. Something that is broken can heal once again. And hope is the gates that connect us, the gates that reveal. The gates are the wisdom to see who we are, to know what is real. Pitchuli Sharei Tzedek Avovam Odeya. Pitchuli Sharei Tzedek Avovam Odeya. Open the gates we must walk through that lead us to why we are here. Teach us and guide us and move us and shake us. Remind us your presence is near. Zehayom asa Adonai nagila v'nismechavu. This is the day that God has made. This
Those of you on live stream, you can't see, but it's a wonderful, lovely crowd here tonight, especially every Cantor's favorite groupie, Avi Lesser, in the house. All right. People really have come from near and nearer to be here tonight to pay their respect, their tribute, rather, to Pavel Roytman. Some people have traveled far. Laurie Akers came in from Lake Tahoe just to be here. Cantor Ben Tisser has come from Minneapolis to be here. Is anybody else here from Minneapolis? He was looking for a ride back. Yeah. So Ben, you'll find that guy. All of the Cantors tonight were selected by Pavel Roytman to sing for him. Sometimes a special connection that he had with them. He invited them to sing a specific song. When I asked Pavel what I should sing, he just said, less. So tonight, putting on a first-rate concert is actually very difficult. Don will attest to it. Very difficult to produce with wonderful talent, let alone the people we'll be presenting. But to our defense, we should tell you that this concert will not run long like Musaf did the other day. I wasn't even here and I heard about it. But to our defense, it's not the Chazen's fault. Whose fault is it? We all know. I won't do it. It's the announcements. It's the announcements. And so our friend Eliza Spiro has decided how to fix that. She puts all of the Shabbos announcements in 1 year for one Shabbos. You get them all in one Shabbos. It sounds something like this. Shabbat Shalom, good Shabbos, Chag Sameach, and good Yontif. Shana Tova, Tekatevu, Techatemu, Gemar Tov. A very freilich Purim and a Zissen Kosher Pesach. The rabbi's here to help you in koshering your stove. To donate goods or volunteer to help out at the auction, deliver meals or help us run the Sisterhood Boutique. The meeting that was Tuesday will now meeting back on Monday, and the meeting that was Sunday is postponed another week. The announcements. What a lovely way to start our day. The announcements. Shacharit's at 9 o'clock and Ma'ariv's at 6 o'clock. Yizker sometimes in between, so check your bulletin. Rabbi Crane's bylines will give you all the highlights, tell you of his Israel trip. Be sure to fit it in. We welcome back the Rosensteins, the Rosenbergs, the Rosenblums, the Rosencrantz families from visiting their kids. Mrs. Goldstein's hip is fine. Mr. Goldblum's next in line. Refuah Shalema from all of your tourists. The announcements. The announcements. Thank you. What a lovely way to spend your day. The announcements. Conservative rabbis say it's A-okay if you are gay, and now you can be clergy and still be who you are. The ritual committee set an Eruv in the city so you can carry in your tallis from where you parked your car. The Cantors Friday Night Alive is quite a hit. That ain't no jive. You put it all together on Friday afternoon. Yasher koach to the baby name him Pavel Roytman, who did the laning, and the kid who did Haftarah. What an interesting tune. The announcements, the announcements. What a wonderful way to end your day, the announcements. And these are a couple of the announcements in your shul bulletin. It said, don't let worry kill you, let your synagogue help. Thursday at 5 p.m., there will be a meeting of the Little Mothers Club. All wishing to become little mothers, please see the rabbi in his private study. A bean supper will be held Wednesday evening in the community center, and music will follow. Weight Watchers will meet at 7 p.m. at the JCC. Please use the large double doors. The rabbi has unveiled a new synagogue capital campaign slogan, I up my pledge, now you up yours. The announcements, what a lovely way to end our day. The announcements. Excellent, you did a wonderful job. We are blessed tonight to have Don Cagen's band up here, enhanced production, doing the video and the sound. And so if you can't hear our next performer, let us know, and we will get you to an ENT the first thing in the morning. And if you can't hear the beautiful, robust voice of the wonderfully talented David Goldstein, then let us know. It's a pleasure to call David to the microphone. Can you hear?
It's good. So when I was thinking about what to sing for Pavel, I too thought about Psalms, thought about Pavel's nature to be grateful, to show his gratitude. And I thought about the joy with which he approaches his tasks, his making music, his prayer, his daily life. And I thought that it was important to reflect that in my choice, so I chose Psalm 9, or a setting from Psalm 9. And it's this notion of the joy, the giving thanks, the absolute importance for us to remember that with each breath, we have one job. And Pavel, I think he does it the best. He knows how to do it. So, for you. I will give thanks unto the Lord with my whole heart. I will give thanks unto the Lord with my whole heart. I will tell of all thy marvelous works. 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 I will be glad and exult in thee. 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 I will sing praise to thy name, O Most High. I will sing praise to thy name, O Most High. I will sing praise to thy name, O Most High. Adonai bechol libi, asafrakoni fleodecha. Ode Adonai bechol libi, asafrakoni fleodecha. Ismecho bel tzavak, al zamra. Shimcha elyon, elyon. Ode Adonai bechol libi, Ode Adonai bechol libi. Amen. 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 Amen.
As you can see in your program, the next number is Hineni, that I wrote for my very dear friend, Cantor Susie Friedman, who's a cantor at Temple Jeremiah. Susie is not feeling well today, and we're wishing her refuah shlema. But I have to tell you that a little bit of a history of that song. So, as many of you know, Hineni is something that it's a cantor's prayer. It's something that a cantor does on Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, and the whole idea of how you do this prayer is with a touch of humility. You stand in front of the ark and you plead
on behalf of the congregation. If any of you have ever heard Cantor Susie Louise Friedman, you would know that her voice is loud and bombastic. So how do these two things come together as far as humility is concerned? So the idea that I had when I heard Susie's voice was, hey, if God gave her that beautiful instrument, that maybe something is wrong here on earth, and it's not the humility with which we need to approach the ark, but we need to maybe be a little louder and make sure that God is paying attention. And thus I wrote the song, and it is now a hineni the Temple Jeremiah uses every high holiday, which I'm extremely proud of. And Susie is a dear friend. Susie, if you're watching, I'm sorry you're not here today, but we love you, and thank you for your beautiful voice.
My people, Israel, hear me, O Lord. I have come to your glorious presence with song. Hineni, I am humble, my Lord. I am trying to be the best I can be. I am trying, my Lord. And it has not been easy, and yes, I have stumbled. Forgive me, O Lord. Hear me, O Lord. I have come to your glorious presence with song, for you gave me the voice. You gave me the voice, O Lord, to shout from the tops of the hills of your wondrous glory. I should be humble and quiet, my Lord, but in our broken and imperfect world, I cannot be quiet. I have to be loud. I want you to hear me and answer me. Here I am, Lord. I am one of your children, the daughter of sacred covenant. I have made you a promise to follow your ways, and I've honored it. Hear me, O Lord. I have come to your glorious presence with song. Hineni, I am grateful, my Lord, for your grace and your kindness, your mercy, compassion, and guidance, my Lord. You have led me to this very place where I stand, where I belong. Can you hear me, O Lord? I have come to your glorious presence with song, for you gave me the voice. You gave me the voice, O Lord, to shout from the tops of the hills of your wondrous glory. I have
sent a lovely note to express her love of Cantor Roytman. All of us who know Susie would, if she were up here doing it herself, how would she start? Okay. She writes this lovely note. It is rare and a wonderful thing when you meet someone with whom you click so quickly, not only as a friend, but as a musician and a collaborator. My friendship with Pavel has had such an impact on my life that I can remember almost every detail of our first meeting. It was November 2015, and I was a brand new cantor and brand new to the Chicagoland area. We were singing Saul Zim's version of Avinu Shebashamayim at a concert at Beth El in Northbrook with Cantor Farron, Kate Rudnick, and a bunch of other cantors. But part of what makes Cantor Roytman such an amazing chazan is that he has star quality that makes everyone stop dead in their tracks when he walks into a room, and especially when he opens his mouth. He sings with every fiber of his being, completely from the heart, and one can almost hear the history of his life in every note he utters. When he made a point to come up to me after the concert to compliment my singing, I felt a little starstruck, like I was being complimented by Adam Levine from Maroon 5. And by the way, if any of you saw him dress up as Adam Levine, complete with false arm tattoos, at a Jewish rock concert we did at Temple Jeremiah right before lockdown, you would note that his singing of She Will Be Loved put Adams to shame, in my humble opinion. But in all seriousness, before meeting him, he was all my choir people at Beth Emet would talk about. Many of them were Kol Zimra members, and they too were absolutely starstruck, not only by his voice, by the command of the podium as their conductor. We became fast friends, having so many conversations that had left me rolling on the floor laughing at some simple topic that he would wound up making completely hysterical. From the get-go, we have been totally in sync, musically, spiritually, everything, with the exception of politics. Yet, even with that, we managed to find common ground, often calling one another to vent our frustrations about the craziness of this world in which we live. It is a rare occasion that I will produce a concert without Cantor Roytman. His honesty, his humor, his calm demeanor, and of course his magnificent talent are such a gift to us all, especially those of us lucky to collaborate with him. I absolutely had to have him on my album. And one of the selections he sings is his setting of Lechun Ranana that you will hear tonight. My little son, Zev, is completely in awe of Pavel. Many times a day, Zev asks Alexa to scroll through the entire album just to get to his song. And he sings it with me for many a Kabbalat Shabbat. When I became cantor at Temple Jeremiah in 2018, Cantor Roytman was the first person I called to help me with my installation concert. He helped me to come up with the name, the theme, helped me pick out all the music, and how it would all come together. But then, I nearly fell on the floor when he told me that he was writing a piece of music for me, a setting of Hineni in honor of my installation. This is truly the greatest honor of my life. Not only did he choose and write the perfect text to fit me as a cantor and as a person, but every single note, nuance, and dynamic fit me perfectly, vocally and spiritually. Somehow he was able to take the story of my past as a former non-Jewish, even Christian person, and mold it with my future as a female Jewish leader whose greatest desire is to serve Hashem with all of her being and to help people pray from the depths of their souls. This setting of Hineni has been the crown jewel in our Erev Rosh Hashanah service at Temple Jeremiah, and it means a great deal to our community. Cantor, you may not realize this, but your writing of this piece has given our community a tremendous gift, the gift of finding their prayer. When I sing it, I can literally feel the people praying with me. The text and music so perfectly allows them to connect on a very deep and personal level with God. And it doesn't get any better than that. I regret that illness has kept me... Oh, she's not feeling well? I regret that the illness has kept me from being here with you tonight, but I am beyond honored that you wanted to share this video, which we at Temple Jeremiah used in our pre-recorded service 2020 by my husband Ross, who was totally blown away by your writing it for me. You are truly one of my best friends in the entire world. She also wanted to acknowledge Laurie Akers, Andrea, Markowicz, Jay O'Brien, and members of the Kol Zimra chorus, who also sang on this recording. I really need a new word to describe how grateful I am to you. Thank you just isn't strong enough. Beth, Hillel, Bnai, Emunah, Kol Zimra, the Chicago community, the entire world are so fortunate to have you in your music. May you go from strength to strength. Thank you. The next duo in person are comprised of two special Chicago cantors. There is one that needs, of course, no introduction, and then there is the one who demands one. So Cantor Roytman is a chazan of unique talent, composing, conducting, Yiddish performances, vocal skills in varied languages, a man with wisdom beyond his years who transposes. I'm sorry, I can't read your writing. What was this? Cantor Pavel Roytman, Cantor Laurie, Akers.
Speak for a second. Okay. So Cantor Roytman, it is such a privilege to stand here with you tonight. I have for so many years praised you to others and behind your back, and also talked about you behind your back. But tonight I can do so in front of you, and I want to thank you for all that you do for our community. I know you've personally helped me on my journey to be able to help me to embrace who I am. And I know so much of our relationship has been centered around collaborations between the two of us, which is why when you asked tonight, when you asked about what songs we might share, I chose this piece that you wrote, this beautiful Hashkivenu that was written in honor of your beautiful daughter. This is Hashkivenu.
Hashkivenu Adonai, 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 Eloheinu l'shalom, l'shalom hashkivenu, v'hamidenu malkeinu, Adonai, 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 Malkeinu l'chaim, l'chaim hashkivenu.
Saleinu sukat shelomecha, v'nagneinu beitzadova milchanecha, v'koshienu leman shemecha. Hashkivenu Adonai, 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 Eloheinu l'shalom, l'shalom hashkivenu, v'hamidenu malkeinu, שטן מלפנינו מאחרינו, ובצל כנפיך תסתירנו, כי אין שומרנו, ומצילנו אתה, כי נלך
Jay O'Brien is one of the Chicago crew who is versatile in various genres of music, on guitar, and on beard fashion. You should know he didn't have a beard this morning. He grew it just for tonight. And without it, he probably looks like the next bar mitzvah boy, right? Young, perpetually young. But Cantor Roytman is equally, eternally young. I'm not sure if it's Chernobyl radiation or Soviet genetics or the Krav Maga workouts that you do, but he does have a special secret. I'm telling you, he is robust. He is eternally youthful. And again, I don't know if it's just love of what he does or if he has a hidden portrait in the attic. Think of it. He's eternally youthful. He's from Eastern Europe, and he's a musician. He is our own Cantors, our own Ukrainian Dorian Gray. Cantors, hello. Hello. Ukrainian Dorian Gray. I'll do it again. He's from... You'll get that on the way home and you'll laugh. But we have our lucky charm, which is Cantor O'Brien, who is magically delicious to sing a stunning song. I heard it in rehearsal. It's really not that bad. So stick around. Listen.
Thank you, everyone. Yeah, round of applause for our MC. So honored to be here to help honor Cantor Roytman. It's really a lot of fun, and every time we're together making music, it's lots of smiles, it's lots of joy, and how could I say no? You know, it's really an honor to be here. So thinking about music that is connected to my experience of getting to know and getting to work with Pavel, thought of this beautiful setting of Lechu Naranana. It's one that we sing in our community. It's one that we sing in the kind of circle of songwriters in the Jewish rock radio community. And I'm sure you guys have heard it too. It's really a lot of fun. So if you know the melody and you feel like joining in, please do so. And Pavel, can you help out with this one? Okay. Great. Yeah, David, we're getting the band together.
לכו, לכו, לכו נרננה, לכו נרננה לאדוני. לכו, לכו, לכו נרננה לאדוני, לצור אישנו. לכו, לכו, לכו נרננה, לכו נרננה לאדוני. לכו, לכו, לכו נרננה נהריה, לצור אישנו. לקחת
שירו לאדוני שחדש, שירו לאדוני כל הארץ, שירו לאדוני שחדש, שירו, שירו, שירו לאדוני, שירו לאדוני שחדש, שירו לאדוני כל הארץ, שירו לאדוני שחדש, שירו, שירו, שירו לאדוני, שירו לאדוני שחדש, שירו לאדוני כל הארץ, שירו לאדוני שחדש, שירו, שירו, שירו לאדוני, שירו לאדוני שחדש, שירו לאדוני כל הארץ, שירו לאדוני שחדש, שירו, שירו, שירו לאדוני, שירו לאדוני שחדש.
Thank you.
Just the way I wrote it. Beautiful. We want to take a moment and certainly acknowledge the band that we have here with us tonight. John Cagen, who is the conductor, the director, and playing this whistle thing and his trumpet. Spectacular. Marion Kim on the piano, a treasure to us all. Is that a Martin guitar? It is. It's Paul Martin on bass. And Kalyan Patak on percussions and drum. Thank you. You come up and try them. Yeah? I'd keep clapping if I were you. David Berger is a person, there he is. David Berger is a person with immense talent, generous spirit, and he's a pleasure to perform with. And I'm really trying to find something funny, David, but I don't have it. He is the only person with a contract tonight. He gets paid by the word. You'll hear it when he sings later. He's also singing Aramaic, which is not a common stage performance language. So it will be actually quite interesting to you, I hope. But I've sung with notables, and I've sung with Mizrahi, I've sung with Ozzy Schwartz, I've sung with Dudu Fisher. Yeah, I'm telling you, there are many times my voice has been compared to Dudu. David Berger.
This song is a text that is, as Cantor Stoehr said, in Aramaic to be sure, but not only is the language it is in confusing, but even if I was to read it to you in English, it may not be less confusing. It's a text from the Zohar, our book of mysticism, and it's all about celestial things uniting together, and Shabbat, the secret of Shabbat, as this piece is called, that somehow Shabbat has a uniting force that pulls all these disparate things together into a kind of perfect creation. Pavel, I picked this piece because it is, if there's any job that a cantor has, it is to take disparate forces and to find a way for us all to work together. It is our job to take texts that may seem opaque and mysterious and to somehow help them find meaning through music. It also turns out this cantor is from Ukraine, Pierre Pinchik, and Pierre was his stage name, but his real name was Pinchas, which happens to also be your Hebrew name. It's my prayer, Pavel, that you continue for many years, bringing us all together, bringing voices of all types together, communities of all types together, into a mysterious unity where every part is uniquely itself and together more beautiful than any could be individually.
קודש בריחו אחד ליל לא יתיב על קורסי דיקורי די דבדת ברז די יחוד כי גבנה דילי למהווה יחוד ביחוד למהווה יחוד Shemo slow to demolish Shabbatot. Kursaya Yakir Katisha. Kursaya Yakira Yakira Kadisha Beroza Beroza Deyechot Veitetaka Dat we de parashat misitrachro kadayil Shabbato ite yachedat we de parashat misitrachro kadayil Shabbato שבתאי יחדת ואת הפרשת מסיתרחרו וכל דינים מתעברים מינה וכל דינים מתעברים מינה ויש תירת בגיחול הדין הירו קדישו שתרת ביחוד דין הירו קדישו וישתרת ביחוד דין הירו קדישו קדישו שולטן אחרה ולית שולטן אחרה בכל
Who's the schmuck who put me up here after that? Rule number one in the entertainment business: don't follow children, animals, or David Berger. If anybody wants to live stream, you live stream your Shabbos services? You can turn on KAM Isaiah, right? Any Shabbos morning from 9 to 4 p.m. Well, it's my honor now to introduce myself. Thank you again. I'm actually the old man in town. I've been at Congregation Beth Shalom in Northbrook for 35 years. Seven of the best years of my life. There are membership forms in the lobby. Sorry, Rabbi. But, we can, anyhow. I almost wasn't a cantor. I almost became a rabbi, and I realized people don't go home humming the sermon, and I just want to kind of leave them with something. So I took my time. I studied in New York. I studied in Israel, where I met my wife, Susan. She's actually from Las Vegas. And I told my father, a Ukrainian survivor of the Holocaust, I told my father that I had found this blonde girl from Las Vegas. And he said, "She Jewish?" I said, "Yes, Dad." He said, "What's her name?" I said, "Sue." He said, "That's a verb." But her father was no more excited about her marrying a cantor than my father was of me marrying some Las Vegas dancer. Not that she was. So she said, "Dad, I don't get it. Why no Cagen? Why no Cagen?" He said, "You know what? They go on tour. They pulpit hop from here to there. They're inconsistent with their lives. They have to travel so much. They get relocated. It's not a professional job, where you have an office and a title and, you're a Cagen." He said, "No Cagen." She said, "Dad, look, I've fallen in love with this man. Do me a favor, come Friday night, listen to him, meet him." So he did. He came to a Friday night service, and I sang my service. And afterwards, he said, "You know what, Susie? You can marry the man." So she said, "Dad, that's wonderful, but all these years you've been saying no Cagen, no Cagen. What changed your mind?" He said, "I heard him. He's no Cagen." But I am going to sing a song to a Cagen. More so than that, I could care less what Pavel did for a profession. I just care about him as a friend. How often is someone concerned with the tiniest thread of your life? Concerned with whatever you feel and whatever you touch. Look over there. Look over there. Somebody cares that much. How often does somebody sense that you need them without being told? When you have a hurt in your heart, you're too proud to disclose. Just look over there. Look over there. Somebody always knows when your world spins too fast and your bubble has burst. Someone puts himself last so that you can come first. So count all the friends who will love you from now till the end of time. And when you have added the friends that you've trusted before, look over there. Oh, look over there. This mensch is so much more. Pavel, you've been nothing. You've been nothing. You've been nothing but a loyal friend, sharing the riches of your creative soul, just calling to check in on me, reminding us all of the meaning of the word chaver, and not only to your colleagues, but to the members of this congregation, adults and children alike, who you teach and you inspire. And we all pray that your cup always be overflowing with God's blessings of joy, love, and respect. So let's all stand up and applaud this man who's bettered our lives. And never forget the true gifts, that of his love. Talent galore in music and more. A friend and a maestro extraordinaire. Special neshama. Where is he? Look over there. Pavel Roytman! Thank you. Turn to page 465 for the prayer for Israel. Our next performer, and I'm stretching that definition, has brought countless audiences to their feet, but tonight we ask you to listen to the whole song before walking out. He will be singing "We All Have a Friend" in Pavel. No, what's the song? You've got a friend, you've got a friend. Cantor Ben Tisser, all the way from Minneapolis, and he needs to catch a bus to get back.
Thank you, Rabbi Melman, for those kind words of introduction. Pavel, come over here. And while he's coming, can we hear it again for Don and the band? Thank you all so much. They're amazing, amazing. Pavel, it's not every day that a person gets to attend his own funeral. I'm so honored that you invited me to eulogize you. Ladies and gentlemen, Pavel was a great man. That is, he was an okay man. Then he met me, and we've worked, and he's a great man. In all seriousness, we've been friends for as long as you've been here at Beth Hillel. Working with you during my years at North Suburban, projects and concerts and innovations, it added so much meaning to my cantorate, to my life. And on a personal level, we've become also brothers, not just colleagues, not friends, brothers. We've been through so much professionally, as I said, concerts and celebrating each other's successes and achievements. You've had a couple also, it's okay. Personally, we've celebrated simchas in each other's families, and we've given each other a lot of hugs through a lot of difficult moments and transitions. We've been there for each other. I think we're both really lucky to have this friendship. At least one of us is. That's me. But what really stands out to me is that first night in New Jersey. It was the summer of 2011. The stars were in the sky. Do you remember? That certain night, come here. The night we met. There was magic abroad in the air. There were angels dining at the Ritz. And a nightingale sang in Berkeley Square. I may be right, I may be wrong, but I'm perfectly willing to swear that when you turned and smiled at me, a nightingale. I love you, man. When you're down and troubled and you need some love and care, and nothing, oh nothing is going right. Close your eyes and think of me, and soon I will be there to brighten spring, summer, or fall. All you got to do is call, and I'll be there. Yes, I will. You got a friend. If the sky above you should grow dark and full of clouds, and that old north wind should start to blow, keep your head together and call my name out loud, and soon you'll hear me knocking at your door. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, and I'll come running. Yes, I will, to it good to know that you got a friend when people can be so cruel? Well, they'll hurt you and desert you. They'll take your soul if you let them go, but don't you let them. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, and I'll come running, yes I will, to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you got to do is call, and I'll be there, yes I will. You've got a friend. You've got a friend. Ain't it good to know that you've got a friend? You've got a friend.
Pasha, as we Russians call each other, Pasha wrote this song that you're about to hear. It's really ever so beautiful. But there's another significant big hit that's not on the program that Pavel wrote that I'm going to add. Not really. It's the title song to my award-winning children's book, having sold 4 copies to my mother. She bought 5, but she sent 1 back. Called My Cantor Can. I sing a verse or two. It's a real book. It's an audio book with children narrating and children singing and Cantors, what's that called? It's tick. It's called this. What's the melody? You wrote it. My kid. That's the one. Pavel can, there's so much that he can do. Pavel can, and each day he'll tell you to. Pavel likes to sing all day. He uses choir when he prays. His voice is strong, he never tires, which is why Shabbos morning takes 3 hours. Pavel can, there's so much that he can do. Pavel can, you come on. Pavel can, and each day he'll tell you to. He loves his daughter that we know, tries to take her with him wherever he goes. But there are places he may choose to roam that good parenting suggests she stay at home. He spends much time with Kol Zimra. Rehearsals run fine without drama. They sing with Margot at the keys, but he says some of their Hebrew sounds Chinese. Isn't that what you've told me? We're here to honor this great man. 12 years here. Let's all stand and praise his work and all he does. A gift of an angel from God above. 'Cause Pavel can, there's so much that he can do. Pavel can, and he teach us we can too. Pavel can, there's so much that he can do. Pavel can, and he teaches us we can too. Ba-da-da-dum. Thank you. Little Dove is Sofi and Pasha. Marta and Pasha.
One of us.
One of you.
So just recently we did a fundraiser for Ukraine. And as many of you know, I was born in Ukraine, in Mykolaiv, Ukraine. And when the war started, I really felt terrible. I watched the images on TV, and I just couldn't help it but to be involved. And I was involved in many a fundraiser. We here at Beth Hillel raised a lot of money for Ukraine, including a check for almost $10,000 that we gave to Mist Company that went to medical supplies and military equipment for Ukraine. And so during my fundraising activities, I met two wonderful people. I met my dear friend Sofi Fraser, who is going to accompany this next song and who is going to be featured in it. There's a video coming out pretty soon. And also Chicago-born Ukrainian artist Katerina Tkachenko, who drew a picture of a beautiful dove that became an inspiration for the next song called Little Dove. Sofi Fraser, ladies and gentlemen. Jay O'Brien.
Fly, little dove, over the rainbow, up and above, over the mountains, over the sea. Tell me, what do you see?
I see the darkness and the light. I see the heroes' fearless fight. I hear the sounds of endless love. Send a little dove.
Dee-dee-dum. Dee-dee-dum-dum, dee-dee-dum-dum, dee-dee-dee-dum, dee-dee-dum-dum, dee-dee-dee-dum-dum, dee-dee-dum-dum, dee-dee-dee-dum.
Лети, лети, голубко, лети, та й розгляди, що на Вкраїні милі у ці часи, голубко, розкажи. Там ідуть запеклі бої, в єдній стороні, битви криваві, де вороги нищать землі мої.
I see the blueness of the sky, and only birds are flying by. I see the gold in the yellow fields, see them in my dreams, only in my dreams. And in my dreams there is no war, no pain, no sadness anymore, and only children free and strong, singing this song, singing this song. And in my dreams there is no war, no pain, no sadness anymore, and only children free and strong, singing this song, singing this song. And in my dreams there is no war, no sadness anymore, and only children free and strong, singing this song, singing this song. Sofi Fraser, ladies and gentlemen. Woo.
So about 5 years ago, we tend to celebrate my being at Beth Hillel Bnai Emunah at interesting years. So we celebrated my 7 years at Beth Hillel. Today we celebrate my 12th. Maybe next time we'll celebrate 19. I mean, we just celebrate every year, and then we take a number and we celebrate. So about 5 years ago, part of the celebration was a musical review called The Singing Yid, or a story of how I came to America and became a cantor. And a signature song in that review was a piece that I wrote specifically for that show called The Music of My Heart. It kind of tells the story of my journey through music. And so I'd like to share it with you today because of the anniversary, and I'd like to invite my dear friend Laurie Akers to play the role of the muse in the song.
Just a little boy, I had this music in my heart. It had no real tune or words, but it was there, I could hear it. When I grew up, it stayed with me through sadness, laughter, love, and loss. It had no real tune or words, but it was there, I believed it. The music of my heart, mysterious, divine. The music of my heart, I can hear it. The melody of life, the harmonies of time. The music of my heart, I traveled many foreign lands and sang a million different songs, but there was one familiar tune that in my mind I'd always hear. And when I finally had a chance to be myself where I belong, before my people and my God, I heard my song so loud and clear.
Shema Koreinu Adonai Eloheinu Shema Koreinu Adonai Eloheinu.
And so I sing to you, my God, with all my heart, with all my soul. I thank you for being there for me on my life's journey all along. I thank you for the gift of life, the gift of love, but above all, I thank you, God, for giving me most precious gift, the gift of song. The music of my heart, mysterious, divine. The music of my heart, I can hear it. The melody of life, the harmonies of time. The music of my heart, I can hear it. The music of my heart, the mysterious divine. The music of my heart,
I don't know if Cantor Stoehr has more of the routine.
Yeah, I do.
This is where we roast Cantor Stoehr.
Thank you for that introduction. Some of you know that Pavel likes to travel a little bit, and he goes to Florida a lot. And actually, a couple of years ago, Pavel, do you remember this when we got arrested? Do you remember this? In Florida. And you rented that convertible, yes. And it was me, you, and Laurie, yes. And Abby Strauss. You remember? We went there, and that's enough of that. But while he was there, he actually sang this song at Century Village. Do you know the Century Village retirement community? He sang this beautiful song for them. The audience, there were 70% of the people, of course, were over 85, and the other 30% were their parents. And when he finished that song, there wasn't a dry seat in the house. I remember it.
Well, so I don't know how to take it from here. It depends. So let's all take a deep breath. We started this concert with the words of Shehecheyanu, thanking God for sustaining us, keeping us alive, and enabling us to get to this season. These are words of gratitude to God, and I am, of course, grateful for many, many blessings that I have been given. One of them is my dear friends who are here today. I wouldn't have been able to be where I am and to be what I am and who I am without you. Without your support, without your love, without your sense of humor. You elevate me. You truly do. You lift me up every day of my life, and I'm eternally grateful. Not just for today, but for every day you are present in my life. Could we please give these amazing people a round of applause? I also want to give a special thank you to my congregation, Beth, Hillel, Bnai, Emunah. I want to begin by thanking my Bima partner and friend, Rabbi Crane. Thank you, Nate. Thank you for everything that you do. I want to thank every single member of this congregation, of various committees that made this event possible. You really enable me to do what I do. It's a very rare thing for a cantor to be encouraged to write music, to perform, to share music with the congregation, with the community, and to support those activities. I'm really grateful. Thank you very, very much. Finally, I want to thank Don Cagen, members of the band, Paul, Kalyan, Kim, and every single musician that is not here today, but maybe is on stream. Thank you, Susie, wherever you are. And just grateful for the world in which I live, with music, with love, and thank you, thank you, thank you. So it is appropriate for us Cantors to finish on this high note, Psalm 150, preceded by the words of Amen Shem Norah. We don't really know the song, that's why the commotion.
Amen,
שמו ומחול וטוב וכינור יזמרו לו טוב שופר הללו נדבר וכינור הללו נדבר השופר הללו נדבר וכינור הללו נדבר וכינור הללו
Thank you very much, everyone.
That was the encore. Good night.